Hi, in today's video, we're going to show you how to create a server for Windrose using AMP. To start off, we're going to open it up. We're going to create an instance. You're going to set the application and find Windrose here. We're going to give it a friendly name and we're just going to call it Test World 1. I already created it on Windrose's end just to make things a little easier and speed it up. We're going to click on Start Always, and just so if anytime the server ever goes down, it'll automatically just turn back on. No hiccups. You don't have to worry about it. All right. Once that's all set, you just create the instance and it'll start updating and installing the app. When it's done, we'll come back and show you the rest. Now that the test world is finished installing and loading, you're going to want to go to Manage Instance, come in here, now stop it. We stop the instance so we can put our existing world into the server from Windrose. Okay, to do that, we're going to have to do a couple steps, and we're going to have to start off by creating a folder on the desktop, which I've already done ahead of time. All right, so we're going to do that now. So up here, I made one. And I just did Windrose backups. We're going to click on it. And we're going to create two more folders. One called RocksDB version 2. RocksDB version 2 backups. Okay, these two folders are going to be very important for the next couple steps. All right. I'm going to leave that right up here. We're going to open up a new folder, however you want to go into your File Explorer. Okay, and then from here, once you have this open, from here we're going to go local disk C. Okay, and then we're going to open hidden files and folders. Okay, so we're going to go to View, Show, and then click on Hidden Items. If yours is already checked off, don't worry about it. You'll be okay. If not, click on it, and then you'll be able to see hidden files and folders that are in your computer. All right. Once that's done, we're going to click on Users, the name of your username of your computer. Once you go into there, now you'll be able to see app data. Click on that, local. Then we're going to scroll down till we see R5. Then we're going to go into saved, save profiles. You're going to click on this number, not backups, but the 765 number. Then now we see RocksDB, and then just like we saw on the backups folder we made, here's the two folders we're going to need. Okay, but we got to first go into this one. That's the version number. And we're going to go worlds. And then if you know your world number for the game, I know which one's which because I remember this world because I made a server for this one already. So with a lot of time the other day, we got this one up and running. So now we're just trying to show you on a new world how to get these going. So I know this is the correct world that I need. So just make sure you're grabbing the right world when you're doing this. So you can click it open and then you'll see here's all the files you're going to need for later. You're definitely going to need this world description.json file. Okay, so now we can back out. You can actually just copy this whole folder, right? Click copy. Go into this folder because that's the folder we were just in as seed here. I've already done it, so you can just go click, paste, that'll go in. Okay, and back out. Get ready to do the same thing for this folder. So we're going to go back to your File Explorer, go back. Then we're going to do the same thing. That worlds, that same world. Just copy. You're going to click on this, paste, in. Okay. You're going to close this out. We can minimize this for now. Slide that back up there. Go back to your AMP server, or if you have a different server that you're using, that's fine as well. Might be the same. We're going to go into File Manager. We're going to go into R5, Saved, Save Profiles, Default. Very important, RocksDB version 2. Click, Directory, the world. This is the world it's generated when we first started the instance. You're not going to need this. This will be okay. You could actually put this in the trash. Okay. Now we're going to open this folder back up. We're going to go to the correct folder we need. Open that up, and we're actually going to take this file and just drag it in. Okay. So now this is in here. Okay. We're going to back up. Now we're going to do the same in the backup folder. Click, worlds. Remember, just single click, because double click will go too far. Trash, delete. You're going to open your File Explorer folder again. But this time you're going to go into the backups. Same thing. Drag. It's going to go into here. Now all your stuff's in here. You're going to go back out. Okay. And now you're going to need to, that .json file I was telling you earlier, you're going to need to go back into that. You're going to open that file up. So we're going to go here, back into the RocksDB version 2. Directory, worlds. Click on this all the way down. Double click. It's going to open up this whole file. Is telling you the game, everything. You're going to need this island ID number. It's very specific to your world. You're going to take this number right in between the two. Okay. Copy. You're just going to close this. And then we're going to go directory, back, keep clicking directory. Okay, back one more time. And then we're going to go into this folder here, server description.json. I'm going to double click. Okay. Now here is this is your world instance for all of this as well, and your world ID. Here's the world ID that the game created that we deleted. So we're going to take this, highlight this, just like that, paste. Okay. Make sure you save up here. Okay, because it says unsaved changes. So make sure you save. Now it turned green, so we're good. Okay. We got to put that file and that file number in one more place. So we're going to close this out. We're just going to go back here to this main directory now. Okay. From here, we're going to go configuration. We're going to go into Windrose down here at the bottom. Okay. Now, again, one last time, your world island ID, which is, this is the one that the game created when we set up the server at the beginning. You're going to take this, just paste over. Here's the number of your world that you want to put into the server. Okay. All you have to do is once you do it, you can just click out of it like that. Settings saved. Now, this is where you can create your own invite code. So you could just do whatever basic. You can just go 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C. Click out of it. You can set the server name to whatever you want. I'm just going test world 1. You enable, sometimes, I believe sometimes this is off, but you just turn it on to enable password. You can set the password. I'm just going to call it test. all lowercase. The rest of this you do not want to change. This is set up for a reason. We know that the direct IP address wasn't working. We think there's a glitch in it, but the peer-to-peer connect seems to work perfectly fine with the invite codes and setting it up. So don't touch anything else. I click here, that's saved. All this is saved now. So we're gonna go back and we're gonna return to status. All right. Now that we're back to our status, we can actually click start. Now it's going to start the server back up and do its thing. Now that the server is finally started, you have your invite code here. It's changed from the last one. So now we know we're definitely up and running. Everything's showing us this. The status looks good here. So let's go and load the game. Now that Windrose is up and loaded, we're going to go play, connect to server. We're going to go to the invite code that we created, and it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C. Click find. See? Now your test world has come up, or whatever world you've created or used before. If the world that you are putting in doesn't show up in this title box, then something went wrong. And you have to go back and see what you did or redo the steps over. Right. Now for the last test, we're going to just put in test for the password and click connect. Now, depending on your system, this may take a little bit to load. So now that the game is loaded, you can see that the world is here. This is the hut I created before on my test, just to bring up and to show you is here. The game does play pretty smooth on the server. There's also a step-by-step on to do this too, but it's on GitHub, is where we got this information from, because we had the same errors and issues. So I just figured make a video form of this to make life a little easier for anybody that doesn't understand it reading it. I will put that link in the comments below. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to ask. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you. Bye.